Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Good to see each and every one that is here. May y'all continue to bless us. We wipe and diligent. God will definitely bless and to keep us in that realm and those things during this week. Make modifications to ensure all those things come about. And all our listeners, those that's in Israel, those that's in Canada, those that's in the Philippines, those that's in Sierra Leone, those that's in India, and where you might be picking us up on the internet. Enter into our house, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Shalom ve'ahava. And upon these two principles, when we learn how to live together, see, we won't have none of this stuff that we've been having here. People coming in, shooting up folks and doing all those things there, that will be eliminated. We are not for hatred and all those other things. And that's why I said that it is obviously that man is not ready for Yah's kingdom as a whole. Right. See? And certainly is not going to be happy in it. See? Therefore, but God is looking for those who are seeking after righteousness, seeking after what he wants and he is establishing. And of course, that is peace and love. Those two principles. And if you can't tolerate and you can't live under those two, something missing somewhere upstairs. You got some wrong ideas. And we have a lot of people that have that. There are some that say, hey, if I got to get along with so-and-so, I got to do that, I'd rather be dead. Oh, yeah. That's a serious story. Yeah. Dear folks, let's don't get colorblind. See? And that's the thing I'm saying. Let's don't get colorblind. Because let me tell you something. God can save whomever he want to save. That's right. Yeah. See? You won't sit there. You can't be saved because you're the wrong color. Ain't gonna work, dear folks. Right. not only that, is some problem with black too. Oh yeah. Anybody that think that. Right. Yeah, I was gonna talk about it. You got it on both sides, and we got to step beyond those things there. We're gonna make it. But it is clear that the world, if everything goes my way, then we'll have peace. I see. Yeah. So there's a little bit more authority that's going to have something to say about that, and do have something to say about that. After all, he's the one that created the heavens and the earth. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitzenu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lachik latif b'azizi. Blessed be the Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with thy commandments and commandments concerning wrapping ourselves in tzitzit. Okay, let's turn around and should we marry songbook at this particular time? A piece of paper. Okay. Women are 19 and up. Men are 19 and up. Youth is 12 to 18, and all is all who can read. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of Yah. Women,
calm my spirit, Yah. Stop the churning inside of me, caused by the rush of getting everyone fed and here on time. Quiet my confusion, Yah, and all the tensions of getting there. I know I made the effort because I really do need you. Yah, speak to me in the quietness.
in his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts of praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name, for the Lord is good. Men, I am thankful, Yah, for what you have. But this week has been so heavy, and it seems that no matter how hard I work and how well I plan, there's always something I didn't plan on, and there isn't enough time to go around. Forgive me, Yah, for letting worry get in the way of my gratitude. You are good to us, Yah. We do have so much to praise you for. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all lands. Serve Yah with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. You, Yah is my shepherd, I shall not want. He made me to lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. All gladness, that the bones that you have broken may rejoice. Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and uphold me with your free spirit. Hallelujah! 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 I ask you now to turn and face the holy city in this direction here. For our opening to fill our opening prayer, the Kohen Baraka and the Shema people. Bless you, my God, King and ruler of the universe. Heavenly Father, we come here today. Thank you for health and strength. Thank you for each and every one that is here. Asking special blessing for those who desire to be here but cannot be. And those whose mind is not quite made up on those things there, we ask that you would aid them and give them help that they too might fully make up their minds in the right direction. And those who are spiritually down and need help and those things there, we ask that you would bless them, give them what is needed, that they too might come forth and make the decision. We look up to you for our healing, whether it is spiritual healing, our physical healing, or whether we are in need of both physical and spiritual healing. We know nothing is impossible with you. Therefore, we look unto you for those things that we might be a part and we might be called children, your children, in whom you love. Thank you for sending your son. Thank you for the fact that he did not faint and give up on us, but went all the way into the shedding of his blood, that we might have an opportunity to enter into the glorious promises and plans that you have for those that love you and keep your commandments. We pray for the peace of Yerushalayim, ask you to bless and prosper her, keep our leaders strong, keep our sister and brothers safe here, as well as us safe here. Bless my mouth, bless our ears, those things we just said will be what you want me to say, that we might add to our knowledge and be not amongst your people that perish for lack of knowledge, not knowing what you're doing in these last days. As we go further in this service, all these blessings I ask in thy son's name, Yeshua HaMashiach, the man whose name is the branch. Amen. Amen. This particular time, you should be near a Bible, preferably the complete Jewish Bible, for our Kohen Baraka, which is found on page 153. If you don't have that, that is Numbers, the 6th chapter. I will read the 23rd verse, then you can read or quote the 24th through the 27th together. So you are to bless the people of Israel. You are to say unto them all together, Yivarekah Adonai v'yish barakah. May Adonai bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai, Panah, Elaka, and Vikikunaka. May Adonai make his face shine on you and show you his favor. Masa, Adonai, Panah, Elaka, Be'asimlaka, Shalom. May Adonai lift up his face toward you and give you peace. In this way, they are to put my name on the people of Israel, so that I will bless them. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod, Malakuto, Leolam, Va'ed, Ve'ata, the complete, and turn to page 204 in the complete, which will be Deuteronomy. That's what we said in the Ivri. Shema, Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. He is Israel, Adonai God, Adonai is one, and you can love Adonai your God with all your heart, all your being, and all your resources. These words which I'm ordering you today are when you sit at home, when you are traveling on the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. Tie them with the hand of the sign. Put them at the front of the head, around the forehead, and write them on the doorframe of your house and on your gates. Hallelujah! 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 And should also go to page 1279 in the complete, which will be Mark the 12th chapter, 28 through the 31st verse, and see what the Mashiach had to say concerning the same subject. One of the Torah teachers came up and heard them engaged in this discussion. Seeing that Yeshua answered them well, he asked them, which is the most important mitzvah of them all? Yeshua answered, the most important is Shema, Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and you are to love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your understanding, and with all your strength. The second is this: you are to love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other mitzvah greater than these. Hallelujah! 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 You should be able to receive the song at this particular time. If not, the Earth shall see to it that you do have it.
Anybody need it?
It is he.
Brother Ronnie, you need it? He has strengthened the hearts of your gates and blessed your sons forever. You are me. We praise my name. It is you who loves us, God. It is you who heals the broken heart. It is you who lights the fire. Great and mighty is He. It is you who blesses the rain. Waters the fields and gives the grass and the rain. He is worthy of praise and great and mighty is He. Of the Lord, who shall great God on Zion. He has strengthened the hearts of your gates and blessed your sons forever. The Lord, great God on Zion. He has strengthened the hearts of your gates and blessed your sons forever. Bless your sons forever. Bless your sons forever. Bless your sons forever.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Anything that has to do with forever
It's good.
is good.
Yeah.
And looking at that Hebrew word olam, that's where they get it from,
Okay.
and everything that has to do with it is still reference to a long time.
Yeah.
See, you look at that word, it has an extension. It can be a long time, then it can mean a real long time, then it can mean on into infinity. But it's never talking about a little short time.
Right.
So that's why it's all good.
Yeah. All good. Yeah.
There are some places you'll see a double initiative there, and they say forever and ever,
Yeah.
And so once again, we have to really start understanding the language that we're dealing with in those things there to really fully understand a lot of things the scripture says there. But we're on our way and on mid-ration to understand those things there. But that is the thing that is certainly appealing to me. And all this stuff and everything there, I still like waking up. And going forth and I like life. Life is all right with me. And therefore, if it's good for you, you'll value that. And then whatever it takes to do it, hey, I'll be willing to do that. If you place the right value to it. But if you start valuing some other stuff there, you don't mean that much to you. See? And then you'll let down. See? But she asked the question, and we asked her wrong. No. You have to make that determination at what cost. See? But I'm sold out myself. See, I'm sold out. And we found out through our studies, what did it cost us to get salvation?
Everything.
It costs us everything. And if you ain't sold out for everything, you ain't gonna make it. There are people that you even ask to do certain things that's good for them. They don't do it. I ain't going around approaching them. They say, I gotta stop my smoking. Now that's getting too personal. Now, don't tell me that I gotta stop smoking. Yeah, I ain't going back over there no more, man. Hey. Yo, come on, I gotta quit my smoking. Yeah, right. Huh? Stop eating your pork.
Yeah, I've been eating pork for years. I ain't never had no problem with pork.
And they get mad about it. Now that's getting too personal. I'm trying to help you out. How would you get mad about the fact that hey, I can understand I'm trying to stop something that's good for you. I'm trying to stop something that's bad for you.
I've been doing it for years.
Hey, I'm still here.
Ain't died yet.
Look at all the medication they take.
Yeah.
I told y'all I come back from the airport there, didn't you got a cab to take me home there. The cab was there, he's talking about that, and he's talking about, yeah, man, these people talking about the smoking and all. Yeah, then he went on to talk some more, and he said, people get too personal and all that time. He said, my mama smoked till she was 100-something years old, and hey, and she made it all right. That's what I told her. I said, hey.
Yeah.
I wonder if he gonna make it to
I
my
said,
next
how old are you,
destination.
man? I think he said you were about, I think he said like you were 50-something years old. Of course, I didn't tell him that, but I said to myself, I said, he talking, he ain't gonna, he ain't gonna make no 100.
Outside pollution and breathing.
Yeah.
The back ain't the same.
Yeah.
And it changed a lot of stuff in mama's thing.
And so people go on that kind of stuff there. You tell them that. I said, well, I told him, I said, well, you gonna make it, you gonna make it, oh yeah, I'll be all right, man. I just been coughing like this. He had been coughing like that for a while too. I said,
Yeah. Coughing like that for years. I don't remember this talking about. It's supposed to be wise and rigorous.
man, if you coughing like that and all that stuff, damn, you know, all that choking all on that. Hey, I be throwing cigarettes away and I'll But
I know it had me, cigarettes had me coughing one hand. When I smoked, I said, I know what it is. It's these menthols. I'm gonna put
Somebody told me that too.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's why you coughing is from the menthol. I heard that's true too.
Yeah. And that's why you can't go along with every idea and every thought that comes along, see? But nevertheless, dear folks, we got to learn, in order for us to get eternal life, we have got to get acquainted with him who can give it to us. And therefore, you cannot get it as anywhere. And this is what people got to come to the understanding. And this is what all people on the earth are going to have to come to the understanding of. You can't get it. But of course, you have people out there telling you ain't got to do this, you can get it just here and you can get it there. No, you cannot. See? And we go to Psalm 68:4. He has a name. And names are important, dear folks. Don't let nobody tell you that names ain't important, because it does. It is. Very important.
Yeah.
Because it identifies out who you're talking about. That's song. Sing to God. Now, when you say God, you can be talking about anything, and you see. And depending on who you're talking about, you can be talking about a statue, you can be talking about anything. See? Sing to God, sing praises to his name. Right. Extol him who rides on the clouds. The by his name, Yah. There's his name. And be glad in his presence. I was talking about that a little bit last night, everything there. It's kind of hard to be glad in a certain presence if you ain't in line with that. I can't be happy in the presence of people doing a whole lot of cussing and stuff and all that. But there are people that just there are people just happy and just as calm and just as happy in that environment there. But I can't because I don't do that. I'm not in line with that. See? And there are people that doping up, smoking up, doing all this kind of stuff and all that there, partying up, doing all that stuff there. They all happy with doing that there and everything there. But I'm not happy with that. You know, I had to shut down some stuff around stuff I like, you know. Like, wasn't that good at it, but I just enjoyed it. Basketball. That atmosphere got so bad around here. Huh? No, the atmosphere got bad.
Right.
Hey,
That's what done it.
yeah. See, because we got smart. See, I got smart, see.
Mm-hmm.
I started running with them young folks.
Oh, you start playing with people.
And then, right. Then we had a place.
Oh, okay.
Then we had a place there right next door to the hospital. Yeah. Right. Hey, you don't get smart. You don't smart enough. You better get
Collapse on the court. Hey,
They come right over there.
Yeah, right. We were right next door to
That's good.
the emergency room right there. You know,
Yeah.
emergency room right down the road there and everything. So we get so we got in. You collapse on it. Hey, just get me over right quick over there.
Get one of them over there. Yeah.
But see, boy, I liked that too.
Yeah.
But that environment followed right on over there. Got that drinking and got the cutting up and acting crazy, clowning and cussing and all that kind. Hey, I wasn't happy in that environment.
Hey, one of the guys that used to go to the branch.
Yeah.
Got the clown.
Yeah. So hey, I decided, hey, no, I can't be happy there. So when they said and be glad in his presence, that means that you're gonna have to learn how to get in line with him. Okay? Now, if we was in line with that there and liked it, all that kind of stuff and do all that kind of stuff, you know, it was still been there. But hey, we decided no.
Make stop some of them from cursing.
This is wrong environment, huh?
Stop some of them.
No.
Too many of them.
No, hey, that's why we decided to leave, because we saw that environment.
Right.
Yeah.
It started changing.
Yeah. Yeah, it started changing.
It start changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said the guys that we normally play with, you know, they was all calm, you know, they didn't carry on all that foolishness, but then that other crowd.
Yep.
Oh. That's what his name.
Got dogging and carrying on and clowning and carrying on and oh man, all
The
that.
shootout.
You know, oh man, it's
Bringing beer and stuff out there.
and all that kind of stuff, man.
Get y'all arrested.
I decided, hey, I'll cut that loose, man. Even though the whole idea was a good idea, you know, hey, we got right next door to the hospital and everything there. From happened to us, all old folks and everything there. You know, we didn't have very far to go. They ain't even got a driver to go try to get it there. Yeah, just drag us on over there to the emergency room.
Yeah, but y'all didn't want to rush our chances going on there.
Right. Yeah, they didn't have to send the ambulance. We were so close to the
Yeah,
hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was right. There's a nice setup at first, but until that environment came in and changed. At least it changed it for us. We said we can't be glad here no more. And we was happy.
They saw y'all there having fun, so they started to try to come over there and join in.
Yeah. So, long as it was in line and all those things there, and I was in line, I was glad to be there. Couldn't wait to come. Couldn't wait to show up and be there. Man.
Every Sunday.
Yep. Yep. That hey, after that, hey, now. Yeah, right. There was someone, had the idea. There no bad ideas coming in because, hey, some of them guys coming in, man, and they, hey, you fouled me. We had to talk 30 minutes over. I said, man, yeah, coming all that. I said, man, first of all, you ain't getting paid. Ain't nobody on bets.
You're worried about the stats.
Yeah, right. We just having some fun and then get some exercise in and doing it. Someone wanted to fight, boy, I saw. You didn't do that to me, and but it's just a mess. But here he says that, and be glad in his presence. But the only way you're gonna be glad in his presence, as I said before, is you want to be in line with that. Now there were some of them that, after we left and everything, there were some that stayed on out there. They kept it on up because they was in line with all that mess that was going on. And I said, man, we don't come back there. We y'all come, man, talk so come on back out there. I mean, y'all see it cutting up the same thing? Yep, man, yeah. Well, you know how they is, man. I just kind of ignore. But I can't ignore that now.
Because people coming back there don't know.
Yeah.
You know like that.
Yeah, you got talking loud and all that kind of stuff. And
What that's doing that?
So I said, no, I can't put up with that. Who is this God we're talking about? See? You go to the 8th verse, and it says, the earthquake and rain poured from the sky at the presence of God. Even Sinai shook at the presence of God. The God of Israel. And if your God is not the God of Israel, you are worshiping and serving a false and idol God, and you will perish with your God. Therefore, we must come, we must learn, we must find out what pleases him, what he's happy with, and get in line with that so you can be glad to be there. Right. But if your mind is totally off on something else and something different than all that stuff, you ain't gonna be pleased. But they got kind of ways now, kind of working on some situation there. Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of the brothers just got through showing me a video there. Got through showing me a video there. Where was that at? In Mexico. You know, about them sagging pants. You gotta walk around with them sagging pants. Now the authorities, we can grab them and got a big old paddle. And boy, that guy was laying into it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was it the one he had his arms folded all the way back, and every time he hit him, his feet go up and there?
Yeah. That's why I said that he was laying into it, but he was just a little tap.
He didn't hold back.
At the second time, he kicked all his clothes off.
Yeah.
Boy, it hurt him so bad, boy, he almost turned upside down. His leg went so far.
When he got out of his clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kicked him
He
out.
was trying to keep him on.
You burn me.
Yeah. He couldn't pull him up because he had his arms tied up.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
He almost turned upside down when he.
I'm trying to get away from that. He hit me 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times, right. Hey, next time, this is what this telling us.
We'll get bad, I know.
Yeah, this was telling us. You see with them sagging pants, that's saying that y'all ready for a waxing.
So that was the reason why they was hitting him because
Because
saying
he's
sad.
saying so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no, you get sued and then you get sued and everything. Now,
What are you doing up there, boy?
yeah, that would be called police brutality.
Yeah, you got a lot.
See?
You gonna go get him some pants to fit better.
Mexico say that's their rule, that's their law.
That's right. The federologists say, hey. That's what they call them in Juarez and everything, federale. Hey, and them jokers are big jokers too. I ain't seen no little small fella out there. All the Russell was big ones.
They picking all that up from the United States, you know.
Yeah,
It's bag and all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Videos.
So
Trying to stop it.
they trying to stop it, right?
Yeah, I'm saying that's a nasty, you know, something that you want to pick up.
Right.
Well,
From prison.
young people, they don't know about it.
Huh?
The young people.
It's whatever the world dictates. Says it's a style. That's what they're going to. That's what they're going to do. You know, the history behind all that is told that it came from a prison house.
Yeah, it's an abomination.
Right. It comes from a prison house.
Right.
You know, and so.
They don't know. They don't know.
Until they told me we're back ready and I'm healed all of them, but I'm back ready for action and everything. So the police said, okay, y'all see, from now on we see that that's gonna be our signal that you're ready for this action that we got for you. And get them big old pal ready for
They
it.
got law.
Yeah, long one, man. They don't want small one. Them big one, big long one.
Oh,
They
yeah.
doing that about. They got a
It ain't old back either, boy. He's swimming that sucker back.
Yeah,
Oh, but you had.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh.
yeah. That's what I said. He laid into it, man.
I know you lift him up.
Oh yeah.
That thing here to be lifted up himself, boy.
His pants was dragging anywhere, and then when he hit it, I think about that second time, his pants was dark and clean out. He kicked the pants all the way off. It was hanging down there anyway. And the rubber bear out there did it, and they laid it to it. Yep. Therefore, I think that's going to stop a lot of that environment. It's going to steal some of that, enjoying that environment there. Isaiah 43, 10 through 12. Restriction that goes along with that. And here's a lot of things that bag people off too. From the true God and the requirement. You are my witness, says Adonai, and my servant whom I have chosen, so that you can know and trust me. This is one of the things for a lot of people don't want, because they want to do it according to what they think and their ideas. And dear folks, to our God, we're just like little babies. See? Even after 6,000 years, mankind is still ain't grown up, still. And you as parents, whichever one of y'all just turn the house loose and let your kid just have the whole house. Little baby. And let them just take over his habit.
I just let them loose in the grocery store.
Yeah.
And see what they pick up, throw in the basket.
Or don't keep your eye on them.
Right.
Just let them run wild. I guarantee it won't be for long. Somebody be on a monitor. We got a little kid here, so and so. Whoever the parent, they better come get him. Cannot turn your children loose and just let them do it. They're children.
Okay.
They've got to learn. They have to be taught. We had to learn to be taught those things and had to, you know. Then we're going to get mad because they see me. Some folks say, well, I ain't taking my kid on the phone because they don't know how to act. How are they supposed to know how to act?
Right. You teach it. Let that milk taste. I mean, let it
Yeah.
milk.
You have to get out of line. Don't get a belt with it.
Oh, we know it.
We don't have enough. And not only that, but I feel sorry for the little children and everything because we don't give enough chance to come to adapt to it.
Right.
And then you expect them to be, don't do that, don't embarrass me, don't do that. They gotta get adjusted to doing those things too. See? So a part of your training is to bring them so they can understand, so they learn. I ain't taking you out there, you don't know how to act around. How come they don't know how to act?
Because you ain't talking.
Because you ain't taught. You haven't given them an opportunity. You haven't even got them adjusted to it and used to it.
There's no consequence for doing it wrong.
See?
There are no consequence for doing it wrong.
Well, not only that, but you just ain't gave them a chance to get used to it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because you don't bring them out enough.
yeah, they never say where they don't never get going where.
Yeah.
See, they get excited when they see new stuff.
Right. But we're working on those things there. And but here it says, "You are my witnesses, Adonai, and my servant whom I have chosen, so that you can know and trust me and understand that I am He." What do you mean by that? Because we live in a world where they think that I am them. And they teach you that. And there are people that Trinitarian forever. If you don't believe in the Trinity, I've had them call them many times. Just tell me one thing. Y'all believe in the Trinity now? I said, no, we don't believe it. I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all messed all up. Y'all are caught.
Y'all don't be lost.
Yeah, right.
Not knowing is vice versa.
But here he says, no God was produced before me, nor will any be after me. That lets me know there's only one. And where they get all this 2 and 3 and then all this other stuff there, hey, it ain't from him. I am Adonai, I'm the owner. Beside me there is no deliverer. I have declared, saved, and proclaimed. Not some alien God among you. See, Satan know how God is. And therefore, that's why he brought in the Trinity and all of it, because he knows that's how God is. You know, he'll seal your doom. Because God ain't gonna have nothing to do with you when you got an alien God among us. This ain't going. He did Israel that way. And my brother was saying that they got so much that they had to do it. So God said, okay, you trusted him so much and you believe in him so much, I'm gonna pull it back.
See what
Yeah.
you gotta do.
I'm gonna pull back and see what they'll do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how long you gonna eat?
You're right. See how things gonna work out for you.
They start crying out for him.
Yep. Enemies start coming over there. Now, y'all have a way of doing stuff. He'll make you think that you appear that you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't plant their crops, and they was out there giving praise and all to the sun god and to the rain god and all that stuff. God and they crops come up to the y'all told you that. Y'all told me that boy, they was going, and when the crops come, by the midnight, the enemy will come over and fight and take all their crops.
Mm-hmm.
We think you were growing.
Yeah, right. And make sure y'all get started. Make sure you get started early on the crop, because we want to get another bumper crop next year.
Look out for us.
Yeah.
I know before we started getting all that rain, we was saying, boy, it like it's gonna be a dry summer. It just rain. Boy, next thing you know, it started raining. Got 20 more.
And you were saying, I wish it would stop.
Well, stop.
Stop raining.
So God will get you one way or the other. You know,
Right.
you might think they thought that they was getting the bumper car and the fun and everything, but then still, hey, they would build up the crop for somebody else, and they would come over there and take the crops and everything, and hey, yeah. They finally get it took a little while. I said some kids can learn early, and then some you have to lay a little on them more heavy. Yeah, it took a while, but they finally got it, and then they started saying, realize, hey, God, we didn't have all this when we was just saying. Yeah, we had that one guy. But no, we got all this trouble here. No, this. We're going to have to go back there. Yeah, we're going to have to redo this over again. Therefore, he says, therefore, you are my witnesses, Adonai. I am God. And that's what he wants us for. And he willingly to give us the good experiences so we can learn those things. You know, but people are nowadays, we got so much in with our own selves, and that's a problem. You know, down in my hometown, I was talking to some kid folks down there, man. He's talking about, man, people now won't take nothing. I mean, you know, and everything. You say something to them, now they ready to jump out and get on out, and we can get this on right now. And I stepped there. Instead of hey, forget about that. You think somebody gonna call me out? You think I'm gonna go out there? You think I'm gonna go out there?
You think you want me?
Matter of fact, that did happen to me. I was at a party when I was young, and so the guy, he had his bunch out there, but he had other buddies out there, man. And they did a good job over there for having that. Well, I finally got away, and I took off. Huh? And I took off, and I headed home. And some of the guys, he'll be back. He coming back that evening. He going in there. And when I got there, my stepfather, he was telling all that. Let's go back and let's get him and everything. Now, I thought about that. I said, no, and then some of the guys, maybe man, some of the guys supposed to be my friends. And I told him, you ain't gonna let that happen. You gonna come back. If they were done, we gonna do. I said, why you do something in the first place?
Yeah, that's it.
Why I had to leave and go home and go come back?
Yeah.
I said, what I'm gonna come back from, man? I don't know what this guy done got. He got butter this and they're waiting for me. I said, hey, I was glad to get the body away from it already. It was in good shape as it was. I'm not going back there for no more. Yeah.
I know that, I was foolish. And, you know, when I was out in the world, and I met this girl, and she was dating this married man, and so you know, she had told her that she was seeing, you know, someone else, and I guess he fussed out, called all kinds of names, and anyway, you know, she gave my number, so he called me, and you know, I guess around about 4 o'clock in the morning, I said, hello, hey man, I need to talk to you. So he was telling me, you know, about her and stuff, and he said, well, we need to meet. I said, okay, fine, okay, we need to meet. So he said, okay, the quick trip, you know, that I'm familiar with, and okay, we'll meet at 5 o'clock. I said, okay, 5 o'clock, we'll meet there. And but that didn't come to me until after the fact. So the guy called me called me back around about 4:30, and he said, man, hey, I'm sorry, man. I got carried away, man. Hey, forget all that. I'm married anyway, man. And I'm just be getting into it over this woman here. But I mean, I was thinking, I said, man, what's wrong with me? This guy ain't got not one gun.
Yeah.
You got 2 guns.
Huh? I didn't have no gun. But I'm going to meet this guy and get into it over this woman you're married to.
Might have lost your life.
I'm saying that just you're showing how foolish a person can be, until after the fact. And I'm glad of that.
Emotions.
I'm saying, it's I guess you said, it's an ego thing, Hey,
Yeah, right,
call me
right.
out. Hey, I ain't bagging down.
Right.
Ain't no ego thing when you get beat up.
Or get shot.
A lot of guys dead because of their ego. They let their ego. See? And therefore,
Let me
folks.
talk to you like that. She ain't going out there with you.
Like I said, man, I had second thoughts about her. I come home, man, and I went in and looked at my door there, and it was jarred open. I looked at my wife. I said, "Did you forgot to lock the door? No. Did you forget to lock?" I said, "No, I didn't." She said, "Well, sneak in there. Sneak in there. You might be able to catch him." Yeah. I thought about that. I said, "Where I got that house?" Yeah, where's my life? I made all kind of noise. She had mad at me. What's making the dog? I said, "I'm giving him time to run the back door." I want to know.
So if they do that next time, you tell them what you got missing.
I had no argument with her. You could have seen. I said, "Hey, look, ain't nothing in that house, nigga. And nothing in there." And what we getting on there getting shot all up. I hurt all up, beat all up.
The second time, you need to ensure.
Yeah, right.
You don't go in there like that.
No, we didn't have nothing in there with that. I didn't with that. Say, hey. But like you say, you're right. I got a different way to do that. I sure wasn't going in there trying to catch him in there. That's what I was afraid of. I might go in there and catch him in there.
I'm telling you, that's what it's all about.
And let me tell you something. That's a desperate person there.
You know he ain't supposed to be in there.
Yeah, right.
He already hyped up.
Yeah, right. You want to come and get in a battle, you want to get a battle. You want to get one there because he's scared, man.
Yeah,
You
he's
get jump
scared.
scared up here and up.
You're going to jail if you catch him, so he gonna try to do something.
Yeah.
So you can't tell it.
That's right. So I wasn't ready for that. So I said, "Hey,
You coming out hard.
I'm making all the noise I can and everything." Hopefully he's gone. I'm still looking at the back door to make sure that's that back door. Let him go. So it's just a matter of mindset here. So it is with our God. God is letting us know I'm the only one. And be wise with those things there. So to be well with us. Right in there. Isaiah 44, 6-8. Thus says Adonai, Israel's king and redeemer, Adonai Zevor, I am the first and I am the last. Besides me, there is no God. Who is like me? Let him speak out. Let him show me clearly what has been happening since I set up the eternal people. I like that idea. Let him foretell future signs and events. Don't be frightened. Don't be afraid. Did not tell you this long ago. I foretold it, and you are my witnesses. Is there any God besides me? Israel, is there any God beside our God?
No, I know not any.
Israel, is there any God beside our God?
No, I know not any.
You see, is there any God besides me? You see, there is no other rock. I know of none. And if our God don't know of any, what in the world we doing running around here saying, but there is some. You know, you just don't know about it. This just happened. No. Our God knows in the future, and our God ain't nothing surprising to him. He got it in the book. That's why he got things in the book here that's talking about things that's gonna happen years from now. And it's gonna be just like he said it's gonna be. One guy asked me that, well, how God know that? How anytime he can step in for time? See? You know. Therefore, we better hearken to someone that has the advantage. And he certainly does have that advantage over us. But even still, we are the Christian age. And since the Mashiach came, people think that things have totally changed. God is, that old God of the Old Testament is all gone now and everything. That's what Marcion taught him, and said that we are the son now, and things didn't change and those things there. When the son clearly comes and said, think not that I come to change nothing. Mm-hmm. But he let us know. John 5:30. People gonna have to give recognition to this. They're gonna be called out on it. I can't do a thing on my own. That's what he said. As I hear, I judge. What? What do you mean? As you hear? I mean, if somebody else is instructing you, he's lifting somebody else's voice. Somebody else is telling him. As I hear, I judge. And my judgment is right because I don't seek my own desire, but the desire of the one who sent me.
So what would you say to someone that says, okay, what about Matthew 28, which says that Yeshua said, all power in heaven and earth has been given unto me.
Was given to him.
Right. So, you know, they're saying that he is the one that's acting as the ultimate person. You know, now, not Yah.
Well, what? I got it.
It was given to him.
Somebody was that. Somebody had to.
Well, right.
Right.
They're agreeing to that.
And now we have to understand what power was it talking about.
Mm-hmm. Right. But see, it says, you know, heaven and earth.
Mm-hmm.
So they saying that, you know, okay, he has the power of that Yah possesses. And so he is the one that's in complete authority now over the earth.
Well, and that's why we have other scriptures from the same man to clarify that up.
Yeah, I heard what you said, but the thought is, if somebody has the power to give you something, they also have the power to take it away. So if I'm gonna give you the power of all heaven and earth, you think I'm gonna give you the power so you can just do what you want? No, you have to be under my authority, and if you get out of line, I can take the authority back.
Well, what the king?
So what I'm saying, if they have that mindset about him just giving them authority and everybody go to him, then they gotta understand that Yeshua always points to the Father, even though he had all that.
Well, what did Pharaoh tell Joseph?
That you all that you survey, you have all the power, but you second only to me.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So and Joseph had authority and power over certain things, and that had to do with the food and with all those things there. But when he came to some other administration stuff there, Joseph didn't have power over
When
that.
he his throne.
When he came into the courtroom and all those things there, and so that's the same thing here with the Mashiach has power over our salvation.
Right.
And he earned that by him being obedient to what God has said.
Right.
That's why he was given that power.
Right.
See? But he don't have power with everything.
Right.
Well, he told him, he said, we're going to sit on my right hand and the left. He said, I ain't got no money.
That's exactly right. And that's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what I told him.
Yeah.
There was a boy that came to him and asked him that. It was his mother. We want to let my son settle on one line, something like that, and one settle on another line, all like that. When you go in your kingdom and all that, he said, whoa, wait, let me get something straight with you. I don't have that power. What you mean? I thought you got all power. You're a Mashiach. Yeah. But some of this God have say reserved for his own self.
Right.
He said, but to do that there, what you asking me is beyond my power. God have reserved that to himself. And at the time when the Mashiach was here on the earth, there was something else that God had reserved.
Yeah, no one knows the end.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So that's why I said we got to understand what he meant when he said, when he's talking about all power, that meant that he had full power over that which he had he had earned through his being obedient to the Father. And that has to do with mankind's salvation.
He was the high priest.
Now he said earth. Now what part did it have to do with heaven? I just give you just do a little thinking.
Oh, because he was the high priest in heaven.
The intercession.
Yeah, intercession for man.
I want y'all to get this here too. When he did what he did, he sealed the doom of Satan. And those are the powers of heaven. Those are those beings and those things. Yeah. He sealed that deal for them.
He took back that was taken from mankind that he had, right?
And he sealed them to their doom. See? When he did those things, you know, you're gonna do this to my son. What did the parable say there? The men that know that he said they took the son and said, "Hell,
Oh, we killed the son, then we will inherit.
yeah, right, right,
The father said, "Oh, they were reverend my son."
yeah, right,
We kill him, we can inherit.
yeah, right." But see, it's still a doom. He said, "What will the master do when he comes?"
Yeah, strong.
He said he's gonna miserably destroy them. You know, but they ain't gonna have a chance. I mean, they.
Right?
So we've got to understand those things. That, as a matter of fact, we're going to Matthew 13:32.
I told you that. I said, who power Yeshua coming back in?
Yeah.
He coming back in his power of his Father. Not of his own self, his Father.
That's it.
Power.
Matthew 13:32 says, 31 says, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will certainly not pass away. However, when that day and hour will come, no one knows. Now, this is him speaking. Not the angels in heaven, not the Son, just the Father. So God did reserve some things to himself. Okay? But he do have full control over our salvation.
Right.
And if he said, no matter what God deems about it, if he step up and say, Father, my blood is sufficient, my blood covers him, that's good enough. God said, okay, I'll let you have a full authority on that.
I think in Acts it speaks about, that at a certain time, that's when the Father was sending Yeshua back to redeem all things back
Down to himself. That's right. Then after all this stuff is done and everything, then he's going to turn the authority that he did give to him, he's going to turn that back over to the Father. See, so we better know what's going on here and everything. You hollering about,
He couldn't say no more after.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, He was speechless.
Oh, okay. John 14:28. John 14:28 says, you heard me tell you, I am leaving, and I will come back to you. If you love me, you would have been glad that I'm going to the Father. Why? Because the Father is greater than I. And dear folks, this was after he said, all power in heaven and earth is given to you. Because he understood those things. So let us follow through on what they're gonna have to answer a lot of questions when Mashiach comes and says, but I thought you had this power. I thought you could do it. I thought you had this. I said, where did you get that from? I never told you that. My power, my authority does not exceed the Father's. Just like these folks got it where they're not today. Hey, since Jesus come and everything now, all I gotta do is pray over it, and God made the hog unclean. And so, hey, now they got the power now through Jesus and everything. They just pray and make it clean. They undo what God. It don't work like that. God has not granted that power, and it has not changed. And so we better make sure we're in line with what he has said. Otherwise, we find ourselves in deep, deep trouble. See? And dear folks, we got to be very careful about how and what we say and how we read the scriptures. And to understand that these things all are on a time sequence. And thank goodness for the resurrection.
Amen.
Because that's our hope. See? We go to John 11. John 11 and the 23rd verse. Yeshua said to her, your brother will rise again. Martha said, I know that he will rise again at the resurrection on the last day. So that shows you that God do have a set time. In one of the scriptures there, the Mashiach said, you have eternal life right now. I was talking to one guy and I didn't give it to him. What you talking about? I've got eternal life. The Bible says you have it right now. I said, well, go out there and stand out in front of that 18 wheel out there. Yeah. So go out there, stand in front of that 18 wheel out there and see what's going to happen to you. I said, you better have some understanding. Huh? No. I said, why won't you do that? But the Bible says I do have it. I said, you do have it. But there's a difference between a promise and a time expansion. I remember a guy that was he was a classmate of mine, and his father had owned a lot of property down there in Old Buggy and everything. Where was that and all that there? And so he was going to get that money and everything there. He had a lot of money that was saved back for him, but it was there for him then. But he had to wait till he get a certain age before he could collect it.
Right.
But it was still there. It was his.
Yeah.
See? So it is with us about eternal life. So it is about, that's what it is. It's ours, but we got to wait a certain time. Right in that same passage where it says that you have eternal life. He said, and I will raise him up
Right.
at the last day.
Right.
What are you doing raising us up if we get eternal life?
Right.
Yeah. Already.
Yeah, we got it already.
Yeah. You don't want to change eternal life.
Right. So therefore, let's not get the Bible all screwed up and everything. Understand that there's a certain time limit that God is bringing these things about. And that's why the resurrection is so important for it. And God fulfilled his word to us. And then once you do those things, then you can make that cry. Okay? And then especially after death is done with it, then you definitely got it. And you still alive then, you definitely got it made then. So let's a time, God, and he deals in certain time. See? Therefore, he told her, but for you, this ain't for everybody now. This was a special thing. Yeshua said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever puts his trust in me will live, even if he dies. Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Promise.
And to show you what power that the Father gave me and the power that I have and everything now. See? Lazarus, come forward. Where's he at? Well, we buried him out there in the so-and-so. But let's be fooling with you. He's stinking now. Smell is bad. But human body smell is something else.
Long time to get past that.
Yeah, man. That's what he said. Oh, he said, I'm aware of that there. Didn't do like Moshe. What I mean when I say he didn't do like Moshe did. He said, Father. He prayed to his father.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. He could have said, he done told her, he could have said, God. No. He said, Father, I know you hear me all the time.
Right. I've done it for those that are around.
That's right.
Yeah. Let them know.
He said, I don't have to do this between me and you.
Right.
But I did it for them.
Right.
That they may understand how this thing operates.
Right.
So they won't get the wrong understanding. And Bobby, they got it. It down the son supersedes the father and everything. And he above her. So he said, no, I'm doing this so they don't get that misunderstanding. They still got it. Mankind as a whole. Religious community still got that. Here, and then he brought him forward, told him to come forward. He came on out of there. Therefore, let us get in line and understand there's a time period. Yes, you have eternal life right now. If you in him and those things there, you have eternal life. But it don't mean that you can't die right now during this time.
Amen. Amen.
Don't get out there and get foolish.
Yeah.
It don't change. That's right.
I got eternal life. They can't hurt me. Let me go out there. Now ain't the right time to do that. But that can cause you to die.
Amen. Amen.
Right.
But that time ain't here yet. But we do have it as a promise. Understand that. Right now, our greatest hope is the resurrection. See? And that's what I like about it. Not somebody else. Once I die in it for that line, somebody else going to know. Resurrection means I'm going to do it.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to be the person that's going to be raised.
Amen.
And therefore, I feel sorry for those that don't have that hope. Okay, we're going to have Sister LaShonda to come forth with the banner intro. And those that's on that back row back there, if you would clear that there, back row back there on that side there, and then we'll be ready to go.
Hallelujah. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Shalom. Shalom. The inside of his glory. He that. Well, that was smooth. Inside of his glory. He that hath an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Isaiah 62, 10 through 12. Pass through the gates. Prepare the way for the people. Build up the highway. Remove the stones. Raise a banner for the nations. The Lord has made proclamation to the ends of the earth. Say to the daughter of Zion, see, your Savior comes. See, his reward is with him, and his recompense accompanies him. They will be called the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord. This banner, which Yah gave, representing Jerusalem and her king, the man whose name is the branch, Zechariah 6, 12, and 13. Isaiah 18:3. All ye inhabitants of the world and dwellers on the earth, see ye when he lifteth the horn in Ensign on the mountains, and when he bloweth the trumpet, hear ye.
Let this world be God and his maker. Let the sons of Zion rejoice in the King. Let the praise give fame with dancing. Let us sing praises to him, the temple and the life. For the Lord takes pleasure in his people, and he will bless the humble with Yeshua. Praise the Lord, sing to the Lord, his father, the congregation of the righteous. Praise the Lord, sing to the Lord, his father, the congregation of the righteous. Sing sweet glory before we sing for joy on death. Let the heart praise the shining in the light, and the true and the golden heaven. The Lord takes pleasure in his people.
In Israel, he surely will bless the humble.
We to the Lord and calling the congregation of the righteous.
Praise God.
Sing to the Lord and calling the congregation of the righteous.
That is the inheritance that God has invested in. We have the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 apostles of the Lamb. We have the red, representing our offering, the blood of the Lamb. This is God's movement. This is your universal restoration action on the hearts of Israel. We sing praises to him. He says, pleasure in his people. This family is not only for Israel, but for the nation. That the righteous nation will keep the truth by giving in the gate. These are the gates that God has opened up for his righteous to come in from the wrath. Glory! Hallelujah! We rejoice in the banner. We rejoice in what he has given us. We give him praise and glory forevermore. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Glory! Let the day star rise in your heart. Then you do have you'll understand what's going on. Praise God. Glory.
We need to watch and pray always that we might be worthy to escape these terrible things. You know, a few years ago, if someone would have told us that, we probably wouldn't have say just 20 years ago. If we start saying stuff like where it is now, we wouldn't. Man, they said there was that one place there, man, and let me tell you something. If you're getting older and you can't move around real good, don't go to some of these crowded places. I'm telling you. You go there, your leg hurt, you're lifting and everything. Don't you go around them. Man, they said in one place there, man, the guy in his car, something, and backfire.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle backfire. People start running.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah, New York, right. Yeah. And if you can't, you all can't get out the way, and then you crippling and everything. You gonna run over.
And then one of them sign fell on the ground, boy, they took off.
You know, some of the signs you put it on, pow, with that big noise. People got, but there's time you wouldn't even let that bother you. But not now. See, not now, because all these things take place now.
Yeah.
See?
And watch out for the mumble rounds too.
Gunshot.
Yeah.
The mumble rounds is fast too, but watch out for them jokers.
The what?
Mumble rounds.
Oh, yeah.
They'll bring you over too.
Yep. And so these are the days that we're living in. And why are people getting that skittish now? And why they get so scared and doing those things now? It's because of the times that we're living in.
Yeah.
People sitting out there shooting and like some places they say they heard the pop and they weren't paying no attention till they started seeing people falling and stuff. Yeah, they thought it was firecracker. They thought it was
shot down in the street.
yeah.
They get to the point where you see people drop. You don't wait to see you.
Yeah, no, not right. So, like I said, if you kind of hobbling a can on it, but be careful how you get into too much of a crowd. Like I said, they hear a sound or something, they're going to chop right over you, man. Hey.
You get a sign, you get off the sidewalk. Get off the sidewalk, and you're coming.
Yeah. So, these are the days that we're in now. See? School, you never heard about it. Take your kid to school so you feel safer, but they did school and all that. Hey, no. Yeah. So, not only that, but among the nations now, France told President Trump, we don't need your permission to talk to Iran. See?
Mm-hmm.
But President Trump got up and started, because he was over there talking to him and everything there, and Trump got on there and tweeted on there, that, hey, we want France to butt out of here. They doing this, and we ain't gave them no permission to go over there and talk to Iran and all that stuff there. And so France kicked back and told them, hey, we don't need your permission. Who do you think you is, Matter of fact, you the problem, you the cause of the problem we're having with Iran now.
That's what they're saying.
You were so in a rush to undo what President Obama had done. You ain't thought about the repercussions of how it's going to affect everybody else.
France got some bombing done, ain't they? Yeah, they got some stuff blew up around there because terrorists.
See? Oh, yeah.
They mad about that.
And not only that there, but, you know, it was Great Britain and then got some of their ships that held off and all that attention that started out and everything and all that stir was done because of what President Trump done. And then he took and put the sanctions on him.
They got, Britain got what, 3 ships?
Yep.
Right, yeah.
What?
3 ships?
3 tankers, right.
No,
All
they got
tankers.
one.
Iran, see.
I mean, they still got one though, right?
I think they turned one back to him.
Yeah, they don't think they can keep it one. They don't have one
I
now.
heard they got 3.
They got 3.
Yeah, 3.
At one time, right, they had stopped it, but I think they did.
Yeah, at one time.
I think they did give them.
They messed with 3, but
Yeah,
they only kept one.
Okay.
And but you know, it still created a whole lot of problems. Then the United States got its drones shut down and those things there, and now tension is really rising now, and over what is going on, and but now the other nations is, you know, they're saying that wait a minute, you're ruling too much power here now. Hey, they said that your doings and everything is causing problems all the way around. See, Europe is going to be affected more about the oil than the United States. See?
Yeah.
See? So the United States, they can talk all that. No, because they don't bother us because we got supplies of oil. Europe don't have that supplies of oil. And so they count on, it's a big thing to them to have them ships haul up and can't go through the Strait of Hormuz and the Persian Gulf. Right. And right. And so that's a big issue for them. And so they say, we want to, you know, we liked the idea, and we think that Obama had a good idea and everything there, and we was at peace and everything, till you come down here and blow up stuff. And so now we don't need your permission to go over there and try to talk with them and try to settle things, get things cooled down, and you know, and have some peace going on. But you the one who want to fan the fires and all that stuff and get all that stuff going. You sit back over there, see, got your oil and everything there, and we're the one that's catching it. So now he said, no, we're not gonna do it. You're not gonna control us like that. So that's another kickback on stuff. He should have rushed into doing those things, not taking the repercussions of his allies and what Carbon gonna do. Man, I went to
Iran, that's gonna drag years into it.
I went to the store the other day there, and that was about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. I was complaining and I was mad because I had a cabbage. It cost. I was looking like, I thought I guess I was too long. I was looking for it to be like 40 cents. Yeah, I had a cabbage.
That's like you don't understand it.
I went around, looking around, and couldn't find it.
46 a pound?
Huh?
46 a pound?
Yeah, had a cabbage.
No, you know, it's about 46 for cabbage. That's hot.
I thought you buy if it's 40 cents, that's for one cabbage.
No, it's per pound. Well, I hunted all over the place, and I finally found some. It was 69 cents, 68 cents a pound. Yeah.
Some of them be 2 pounds.
Yeah.
Big old.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of hot.
Well, guess what? I went there the other day. Since we got these tariffs and everything now, you ain't finding no more 69, 68. Well, I found that was a deal.
That was a deal.
But that was hot.
What is it, $1.28?
Yeah, they done jumped. It done jumped up. Yeah, it's done jumped up.
That's like apples.
$5. So she put that cabbage back.
One day?
Yeah, one cat was right out. And that lady, she said, hey, that cat ain't that good. I'm gonna get one too, but hey, I looked at the price. She said, I took it back. So we went to Wild Park. I think she got $2.
And China was our biggest importer of our goods for agriculture, and they stopped taking out.
That's what I'm talking about. That's because of the point over there that found out that those tariffs, that he said it's gonna be good for us. And guess what, man? He got the farmers mad.
But see, a lot of that is too because of the flooding. It destroyed a lot of crops.
Well, that's true. That's true.
That's what raised a lot of that. Because they were shipping cabbage and stuff to China. That wouldn't have made it go up to be able to ship it over there. But when all the crops got flooded out, that's what raised that. They couldn't plant.
And not only that, but and the point of it is that China say don't ship no more of your agricultural stuff because we ain't gonna buy it.
Yeah, well, all farmers is really upset about that. They sold a lot of pork to China.
So guess what your president gonna do for y'all now? To offset that, he gonna take about he gonna kick about 3 million y'all off of food stamps, and he gonna get them food stamps to the farmers.
Yeah, that's what you do. They subsidize the farmers.
Yeah.
You got to, because those words.
What they gonna do with food stamps?
You gotta maintain the space.
Yeah.
You gotta
Give money to get them on.
So watch out. These are the times of the days that we're living in. But pray always that we might be worthy to escape these things. Terrible things are coming. See? That's right. And so that's what they're gonna do. A lot of y'all that y'all saying there, hey, gonna kick us off the food stamps and all that. They was already upset about that anyway, talking about hey, more black folks is on the food stamps and all that stuff. Huh?
They ain't never been.
The Caucasian never been. The
The
Caucasian.
percentage of the population ain't even set up for that.
We couldn't get it. They couldn't get it.
Yeah, there you go. But guess who you think gonna be hit the hardest on the food stamps?
Right. Because the noise up first.
Yep.
They really need it. They give us some reparations.
What's gonna happen is y'all have to chop some cotton down, keep on messing with it.
North Korea, they shot off some more.
No.
They shot off some more missiles.
That's right.
But they sure we ain't worried about that. They've been shooting them.
They're not affecting us. He said.
But he's the president. Trump says that he received a letter from
I love that.
he received a letter from his friend.
Not very good.
No. Jim Jong. Yeah, Jim Jong Young.
Don't nobody know what to say, but
The little rocket man. And so they finally found out what somebody said. Yeah. And what he said was that he needs love letter. Now, this is supposed to be a love letter. And that's what he said, supposed to be a love letter and everything that he sent to him. And he told him, if you want me to stop this missile testing and stuff like that, you stop that military drills that you and South Korea is doing. And then we'll stop.
Yeah, that's making them nervous. But they're also on medical and food. They're also on medical and food.
And so that ain't gonna stop him because that's gonna hurt his ego because that's a big deal to him. To have that big parade and had all that and everything and that military and all that stuff and everything. So that's why he get a lot of prestige and stuff like that. So he ain't about to do that there and lose that there stuff. So we're gonna see if they're gonna take it. So But Jim John told him that, hey,
But that's not only for him. They're showing out for China too.
yep,
I think Japan is involved in those games. They're doing that for China's benefit more than his.
now Iran is firing their missiles now and testing their ballistic. And now Russia says they got it, and then everybody is showing off that their weapons and everything, what they got and everything in China and North. So Iran just fired off a few, and Iran says now that we got a new defense system that can detect all type of cruise and ballistic missiles and drones, and we don't prove that by shooting down one of your sophisticated drones. So they're saying we're ready for you. Iran.
They developed their own missile defense system, but they saying that they don't have no proof of it. But they got a drone laying over there.
Yeah.
But they ain't got no proof of it.
Yeah.
What brought that drone down?
That's right. And that one is sophisticated drones too,
Over $2 million worth of drone.
Yeah.
But no bigger drone.
And they brought that bad boy down.
Yeah. So they had something.
And it takes sophisticated system to be able to do that down.
Yeah. They're supposed to be very stealthy.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be moving fast and maneuver them up to double mission. But that has to be a good missile.
So now Iran is boasting and saying, bring it on. You threaten us with war and you threaten us with all that stuff. Yeah. Hey, bring it on.
They shouldn't be saying that though. They ain't got that much defense. They ain't gonna stop. They can't stop a B-52 load of bomb. They ain't got that many missiles.
But they figure that they got
Those guys are like, it's like their ego. They just won't back down from a fight. They know they can't win, but they don't care. They still keep talking trash.
Well, that's what the scripture said, and that's what I want to get at. That's what the scripture says that's going to take place in these last days. The small nations, the nations that ain't, is going to be talking noise to the big boys. Let the weak say I'm strong. And hey, we ain't backing down. And we're in that time now. That lets us know that we're in this time.
They won't back down either. Look at Saddam. Had 2 Air Force bases sitting outside his door. He was still throwing rocks at them people.
And just like I said, people get that attitude and stupid attitude. That's what I call stupid.
I mean, one of them could have took out the country. They had 3 of them out there. And he was still talking trash. Now, Iran's in a better position. They got a lot more firepower.
You got a friend of mine said that him and his wife were driving along in the car there, and this guy come up there in a motorcycle. Now, he come up on a motorcycle, they just come up beside him, and he just cussing them, telling them, "Oh, call and everything. Mama, you don't try to cut me off and everything. Get out of there. I'm gonna whoop your so and all that. And he said he looked over there. He said, this guy's on a motorcycle and all that. He said, he looked around there. He said, I'm sitting in my car. This guy on a motorcycle here telling me to pull over and everything. Man, we're going to settle this shit. He said, I ain't about to stop. He said, I ain't getting out of this car and everything. But see, you got people nowadays, they get out. Follow me on over here. What's that look like now? No, I'm staying in my car. I ain't getting out of this. Huh? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I heard just the other day here in Tulsa there. The guy got mad and everything, and the next thing you know, he run around in the car shooting at that car.
Evil days.
You don't even pay to even look at folks, man. Hey. You looking at the wrong way, man. What you mean mugging me for?
Yeah, you talking about that woman that was driving?
Yeah.
Shut out her back window?
Yeah.
She was trying to get some Mary Jane.
Oh.
So she was saying too, she thinks that they might have been after her praying that prayer.
Had altercation in that place.
Right.
Where you get the medical marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where it's true.
And they don't release some stuff now that gonna make it dangerous even getting in college and everything like that. I was like, hey, you know, they had this one guy that they chased down. He was on something, man. They put sticks out, they put tie sticks out there, he still kept on driving. Yeah. Finally they got him over on the wet grass. They got him out of there and he's like, oh! He's on something, man.
Yeah, the wall rub off the rim.
Oh yeah, right. He's steady going, man. These are the days that we're living in, dear folks. We're living in dangerous times. And I was saying, God is not going to continue to let this go on. Just as in the days of Noah, when he got
Word of what's going on with these white supremacists coming out and shooting. This guy went 600 miles to go to some Walmart and shoot a bunch of people. Then the one that up north, he shot a bunch of people there too. These people are stepping up to shoot black and brown folk. I'm telling you,
of course,
crazy out there.
because they begin to feel threatened now, you know, that the white race is on a decline, and that the other colors is taking over, and they feel that they gotta defend their territory and their authority and everything now. So it's dangerous.
He killed his sister.
Sure did. Yeah, that's the right. Yeah, killed his sister, and she went there too with him.
You know, someone said maybe she was dating a black guy. Going on my job.
Oh, I think she just got away.
The Bible says that evil men shall wax worse and worse. Even though the good mankind has come up with some good things and all that, but the evilness and all those things there is outweighing all that.
Right.
And that's why I tell people say, well, you don't have no, that's why I don't have no hope for mankind on his own. Now, get to understand it. When I say mankind on his own, you know, well, eventually mankind is going to knock. No. Without God's intervention, man will destroy themselves.
Amen.
And this earth.
No
That's
flesh,
right.
no flesh be saved.
That's exactly right.
Thank God.
We would have a hope if we didn't have an enemy out there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But we have an enemy out there that don't care nothing about us. He's a spirit.
An evil spirit in there.
Therefore, my hope is not eventually what mankind gonna come up on his own, because we ain't got a chance. Therefore, we must depend on God's intervention. Nothing to do, but He's telling what to do, and lo and behold, we have an existence here, and God is not going to be defeated.
Amen. Can't be.
So let's trust in those things here. I don't get me wrong. I'm for it. I'm glad to get done. But yet still, the treacherous hearts of people ask me. See, if they drop the bomb in Kansas, see, Tulsa's in trouble. Yeah, that's the age that we're living in.
Maybe not zero, but we're gonna get some of it.
Yeah. And our fallout shelters are self-careful. Now we get up and fallout shelters, we got all that. You will be mole men for 1,500 years. Because when you come out of there and everything that come out of you, what you call man, and get the atmosphere, you're gonna die from radiation. Awesome.
What our hope is then?
The hope is that God has those 4 angels that's holding back the winds. And the wind in Bible prophecy is wars, and those big wars, so those that can destroy the earth. He's gonna see to it that that's not a lie. I need
But even though you said that, Scripture said 2/3 of the church shall be destroyed.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yep, that's true.
I don't want to be in it.
Hmm?
I just don't want to be in it.
But y'all's gonna be orchestrating that.
He's our protection. Amen. I have our hope in him. Only him.
Therefore, let us heed his word and follow through.
Amen.
Okay, we have a solo. Two solos. Okay. We have one by Sister Eveline. Then we have one by Ernie. Okay, I'm reading that right. Okay. All right. So,
Amen.
These are the days that tries man's soul. Don't think for a moment I never felt pain. You can't imagine nails pain. Pierce my side, please understand. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I didn't have to do it, but I did it anyway. 'Cause I really love you so much. I took your place. Die for your sins, yes, I'm the one. Don't take it lightly what I've done. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Oh, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I left my throne, my purpose was the cross, shed innocent blood, I paid all costs. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. But it was worth it.
The whole world is worth it.
We show our worthiness to him for that, by what we do. And therefore, you put the value on it. Okay, we have also a solo by Ernie. We come this far by faith. All right, you ready for that?
Shalom. I like to say small word before I give this. Yahweh and Yahshua has given us all so much that sometimes we just don't speak about it or we don't think about it. Sometimes we don't even live it. But there are some things that goes on in people's lives every day. They never really realize what it really is. They're on purpose in life and what it's all about. I've kind to come to reality what life is all about within my aspect. You know, love is one of the most important and the most powerful things in the world. Everybody speaks about love, but nobody really phase it in the proper manner, in the proper way at times. So it seems to fade away into the shadows. We all have shadows in our life. But the word of the day for me is a thought that I would like to ask everyone to ask themselves. Because we go through things, we see people every day, never know what's going on in their life. But neither do we seem to try to think to the point of why people are going through things that they are going through. And we'll say, oh, they bad, and they did this and that. We got habits, everybody got habits. But that love covers everything. And so this is the beginning of love. And I want everybody to understand the chief word is today. And you might ask yourself that question, why? What does that have to do with love? And one day that's coming, you're going to be able to hear the answer to that as for as the beginning of the song. Question about how do we live a life? You know, faces, places. But the most important thing is the song that I'm going to sing. What's the name of the song?
Come by faith, come this far by faith.
Come this far by faith. Faith is a very strong word, very strong thing. But most of all, this is the way it goes. We come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trust in His holy word. He never fails me. Oh, can't turn around. We come this far by faith. Don't be discouraged with trouble in your life, for He bear your burden
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
and move
Trust him, he will.
on liberty like that. That is why we come this full by faith, trusting in His holy word. He never failed me yet. Can't turn around. We come this full by faith. The struggles in our life we go through every day. Sometimes we don't live any longer because pain hurts, burns so deep down into the soul. Leak. And the only thing, Lord, keep it up. Let me have it. I'm ready. I'm for you. And the master got something for you that more than anything is this. He said, I'm not going to put you through it. You just got to hang and keep going by faith.
Amen.
And that faith is the thing that's going to bring you through.
Hallelujah.
That's
Hallelujah. Amen. Amen.
Solid faith is irreplaceable.
Amen. Amen.
Therefore, we have to count on the one in whom we get that faith from.
Amen.
Because of the source of that, getting that faith ain't solid. That ain't solid.
Amen.
But if it is, then it is. Abraham got preached to, like him who is solid. And Yah fulfill his word.
Amen.
Your seed shall be as the sand of the sea. In our day, we have people from everywhere claiming to be the seed of Abraham.
Yeah.
Even if we can't get along with one another, we still say that he's our father. On both sides, right?
Yeah.
Hate one another. So yet should they say Abraham was our father. He shall be at the sand of the sea.
That's right.
And that's true. So let us go forth in those things there and count on those. I'm going to ask you to bow your heads for our Tanakh Baraka. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe. You have given us your Torah, the writings and the prophet, and bid that they shine by thy great spirit, and have commanded us to diligently teach them unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. Our Torah reading for this week's Parashah is found in the book of Deuteronomy, the first chapter, starting at the first verse, through the third chapter, the 22nd, through the third chapter, the 20th. Our Haftorah reading is taken from the book of Isaiah, Yeshayahu, the first chapter, through the second chapter, and the seventh verse. That is Isaiah 1:1 through the second chapter, the seventh verse. This week's Parashah is Parashah 44, which is Devarim, which means words. Our scripture reading will be taken from the Haftorah reading, which will be given by Shamash. Let us give him our undivided attention as he read the word of Yah to us.
Shabbat Shalom. The scripture reading is taken from the book of Isaiah, the second chapter, 1 through the 7th verse. Isaiah and end on 438. Word that in the last days the mountain of Adonai's house will be established as the most important mountain. It will be regarded more highly than the other hills of Yaakov. He will teach us about his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion will go forth Torah, the word arbitrate for many peoples. Then they will hammer their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning knives. Nations will not rise swords at each other, and they will no longer learn war. Descendants of Yaakov, come. Let's live in the light of Adonai, for you have abandoned your people, the house of Yaakov. Now they are filled. They are filled from the east, full of sorcerers, like the Philistines. Their land is of silver and gold. They have no end of treasure. Their land is full of houses. They have no end of chariots. That's it. May y'all add a special blessing to reading of the story.
Amen.
There is an end result of all actions, and the action that God held, and the intent that God is looking, and the end result of what he expects from mankind. See? There's a vision, and there's an end result of those things here. And God has these things all formed around for us. God knows that we are children, and he is working at us to instruct us. But how are we faring? How are we doing? After 39 years of teaching and experiences, the book of Devarim, or the book of Deuteronomy, is a rehearsal, is a look back concerning our dealings with God. You know? That's what he attributed to. He attributed to, whether we want to believe that or not, it's up to you. But he says there was Israelites right there that didn't believe that he was dealing with God. They thought it was just his idea. Oh, that's your idea. We've always had that tendency, until and that great act of mercy scared the living daylights out of our people. Yeah. Y'all said, okay, y'all think that Moshe doing us on, this is the idea? Y'all think that this is idea? He says, and y'all think that this all come on his own self, he ain't dealing with somebody else? He said, I'm gonna let you get a taste of what he's dealing with.
You thought they wanted it.
And they did. They said, we want that. Oh, yeah. Because, hey, we just think he just making up some stuff. Yeah. And just like we got people right today, they say, hey, I'm going to look God dead in the eyes and tell him, so, and I okay. This is where we've got to the certain concept of things, that we have mellowed down things that we think that we can really do those things. We have extended ourselves above all those things, but nevertheless, after 39 years, Moshe is summing up these things here. That's what we get into right here. Actually, it was in the 39th year and the 11th month. And Moshe had one more other task to do, then he was going to die. See? And we go to Deuteronomy, the first chapter there, and read the third verse.
Okay. On the first day of the 11th month, on the 14th year, 40th year,
Mhm.
yeah. Moshe spake to the people of Israel, revealing everything Adonai had ordered him to tell them.
Who had Adonai? Who had done this? Now, you can believe it or not. See? But Moshe is summing up all this in there, and he says that Adonai ordered these things. This is not my idea. This is not what I'm coming up with. This is what I was told. See? It's kind of funny too, because the scripture says that the Mashiach, when he comes, he's going to be like unto Moshe. And in there we find that Yeshua, the man whose name is the branch, he said the same things about it. I come not to do my own will. These are not my words. These are things, my judgment is what I hear, what I was taught. Moshe is saying the same very things. Huh? That's right. Yeah, that's what they did. They told the same idea. So mankind, well, we just got a propensity to not want to believe. You know, we just want to have it our way. After all the things that I went for, no, he said, and everything that he did with my father, he would go to the tent of meeting, and he would ask, and then he would come back with the decision about, it was that one rash time that he did some messing up big time.
Yes.
See? Yeah. But that's where he differs from the Mashiach. The Mashiach never did mess up.
Man, hallelujah.
And these people that don't believe that he's the Mashiach and all that stuff, they in trouble. He said, therefore your sins is on you.
That's right.
And therefore I can't do you no good. So all these things that God done and everything there, still it depended on what you believe or not.
They said they can go to the crowd themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. They said that same thing about Moshe. Yeah, God deal with us. It ain't just you he deal with us too. So y'all said, I'm going to take care of this all. They got the wrong idea. How do we get the wrong idea about things? See? Apparently something gets within us and all that causes us to get these wrong ideas. So he says, I'm going to straighten them out. Y'all get tired of it after a while. So he said, all right. They think that they're doing it. They think that they want this on. Get them prepared. I'm coming down. On the same level with you.
See, that didn't help them. But then they got Corey and they got against Moses.
Yeah.
You take too much upon yourself.
Yeah. We're some stubborn folks. Even after all that big scare, after all that everything there, and what God did for them to try to teach me anything that didn't learn a thing. And I'm talking about as a whole now when I say these things. Right. Right. So he rehearsed it over and over again. Said everything that he did was to let him up. Moshe said, I'm gonna let y'all do this. Y'all pull a miracle. Something that was done beyond any other thing.
Yeah.
Just settle out there. And what was that?
Aaron's
rod, that buddy. You would think that folks would say, woo. Old dead rods and everything that they had there and all that thing. That bad boy, bread, almonds, and almonds, it take a while for it. for you to be reached. I got one out there, that bad boy going there, but ain't getting nothing out of it.
No, it ain't about 20, 30 years.
It's a while for so you get
do a humble tree.
huh?
I'm about to say.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm letting you know. That's what I'm saying.
It's a nut-bearing tree. Take a while.
But this one here, overnight.
Miracle.
You would think that those folks would be. This is one of the reasons why y'all learn a lesson about us. That's why he says that if they came down and did miracles and all that stuff there, it don't matter to them. My children is something else. Look, he opened the Red Sea there, the Red Sea there, waterfront. They don't know, they know that they got no system of water, don't do that.
And then y'all block Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Did they accuse Moses of that? They say Moses quit the Red Sea.
Yeah.
I don't think they gave Moses credit for that.
They didn't learn a lesson.
No, they didn't learn that from it either.
Because they was crying to Moshe, and God worked through Moshe. God told him to stick at your rod. God seen to it and made sure that he worked through Moshe to do those things there. And even no sooner they got over everything that wasn't going the way they wanted, they got mad at Moshe and ready to go back to Egypt. All these things, Moshe is reminding them. Read on a little bit more there.
Okay. On the first day of the 11th month of the 40th year, Moshe spoke to the people of Israel, revealing everything Adonai had ordered him to tell them. This was after he had defeated Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived in Heshbon.
So Moshe didn't pick a bad time. I want you to Moshe didn't pick a bad time when they should have had, when their mind should have been, their mind should have been more set on it now, because they was all scared of Sihon, the Moabite, the Amorite there, because they was trying to go through the land and stuff there, and so they were greater than them, had more skill, but Yah defeated them. And now Moshe said, now all y'all side now, knowing that I can't do this. I'm almost 120 years old. Gotta be God that's doing this.
Hallelujah.
And y'all ain't doing this on your own power and everything. That's why y'all shouting and hollering the eye. Therefore, now that you're in this server, I want to tell you about yourself, and I want to let you know. Rehearse back over this year. See what we done learned. But he rehearsed this over and over again. These are not my laws. These are not my rulings. These are not my idea of things. This is what was revealed to me. This is what was told me. So finally, they got so bad that God told me, come on up to the mountain. And even God made a distinction there. Let them know that, no, you ain't nothing like Moshe. That's the first thing I want to get out your mind. See, God knows what's in our mind. He knows those secret thoughts. So he said, ain't none of y'all like Moshe. Get that out your head first of all. That was one thing that was permeated. That was the thing that they thought God deal with us too. He just to deal with you and all like that. And then say, let me tell you, ain't none of y'all like him. Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Come from a rule to a wrong.
But boy, you would think that they'd learn a lesson. As a matter of fact, they said they'd learn a lesson. They said that, oh no. When God rolled that voice out from Mount Sinai, that whole mountain range and everything got to shaking. Boy, they got scared. They said, okay. elected Moshe. They elected Moshe.
Yeah, you're gonna get a blessing.
Yeah.
You going up there and face that. They said, we don't want to face that no more unless we die. They appreciated Moshe and said, whatever he said that, we will hear, we will listen. That was the biggest lie they ever told. One of the biggest lie they ever told. But see, when people get a little scared and everything, they'll say all kinds of stuff.
Every time they got scared, they told do it. I'm gonna do it. As soon as things cool off. I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, right. Did I say that good? Faith come by hearing.
Yes.
See? So somebody got to trust, and therefore Moshe was giving them the words, the words, not of him, but what he said God gave him to give to us. So Moshe was going back over to see how well we responded, how well over these 39 years of teaching and experiences. It wasn't the fact that they were getting all kinds of experiences. See? Even when they gave it to y'all. He said, if y'all said you don't do a different thing. But yet, how did God tie it into Moshe? Just as soon as Moshe got through talking, he let him know, I want you to know who's in operation there. I'm the one that's doing this thing, but I want you to know who I'm working through and who's operating this.
Amen.
Moshe was letting you know that this man died a regular death.
Right.
Yeah.
Then y'all didn't send me.
That's exactly what he said. He gave credit to y'all. And they didn't know that they had grace and everything. Long as Moshe was talking.
That's right.
The words is coming out of there. Long as they had an opportunity to listen to faith.
There you go. There you go.
They didn't understand that. But y'all done already concluded that these boys, and they done got stiff too. They done locked their arms and got there, and then they got their family out there, and the wives, the kids, and everything out there, and got all the cattle out there. Moshe done told them, gave them warning, all of y'all, you need to get away from wicked people. Get away from them, get on and come on my side over here. After all those experiences and everything, and that's just a few of them, there were 10 of them major ones, and that's just a few of them, all of you would think that we would learn. Now, the 20th verse. Start reading the 20th verse of the same chapter.
There I say to you, you have come to the hill country of the Amorites, which Adonai our God is giving to us. Look, Adonai your God has placed the land before you. Go up, take possession, as Adonai, the God of your ancestors, has told you.
Faith. Faith. Moshe said, hey, I told you. It wasn't my idea. I didn't say, going up on my power. He said, I told you the God that I'm dealing with, the God of your ancestors. He said, it's time to go move. It's time for you to go take the land. But what did our folks do? Read on.
Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be dismayed. You approach me, every one of you, and said, let send man ahead of us to explore the country for us and bring back word concerning what route we should use in going up and what the cities we will encounter are like. The idea seemed good to me, so I took 12 of you men, one of each tribe, And they set out, went up into the hills, came to the Escol valley, and reconnoitered it. They took some of the produce of the land, and our God is given to us is good. But you will not go up. Instead, you rebel against.
They rebelled. When we go against faith, we are rebellious.
Amen.
See?
Amen.
Therefore, he says faith says one thing, and y'all listen. Y'all listen to them. Y'all say, okay, that sounds good. Okay, send them up. Yeah. So let's explore the land. Y'all already told them to go take it. Y'all didn't go exploring. Yeah, that's what they did. They messed up. Instead of listening to what y'all said, no, they're gonna come up with some ideas. They're gonna come up with some.
No faith.
See? No faith. And not only that, but they rebelled.
Amen. Amen.
They come back and say, well, yeah, the land is good. But we always come with that but. Therefore, we got to understand whose faith we're going to listen to. Who, you know, they listen to those 10 boys. They listen to those 10 leaders. See? Rather than listen to Moshe and the 2 boys. They said, we got the majority on our side.
Yeah.
Y'all in the minority. And that's why I'm saying that God don't work by no democracy. That's right. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying that. That's why I asked you, are you ready for the kingship? See? Because kingship, a kingdom is a whole lot different than what it is in a democracy.
That's right.
Stuff that you can get away with in a democracy that you can't get away in the kingship. And things that is for you and all those things there is different than what it is in the democracy.
You have no say so.
See? And so we got to understand those things.
Right.
But nevertheless, they rebel in.
Even though they might look like grass on the knees.
Yeah.
But they say look big God.
Well, the land is good, but we can't do it. We can't take it. That was exactly against what God said. God said it's time for you to go take the land. That's the real thing they rebel against doing. They come back and say, well, the land is good. Yeah, it's good land and everything. God didn't say go there and find out whether it's good land or not either. God already knew it was good. God already promised and told them I'm taking you to a land that's full of milk and honey. But you know, and so we always get the wrong gist of what God is saying. See, and once you get the wrong gist of what God is saying, you draw the wrong conclusions.
Amen. Amen.
David came back with the fruit, bragging about that. Hey, it took a bunch of them to bring back one cluster of grapes. They had got it all right. And they admitted, oh yeah, the land is good. But
That wasn't enough for them to take the land.
yeah, but we can't do what God said do.
Comparing themselves among themselves.
See, we can't do what God said. God's gonna go on and take the land. And they said, everything is right and everything is good and all that, and we like everything, but we can't do that for God said.
But see, the thing about it is, y'all gonna see to them that they take the land.
They can see that. They can see that.
Yeah, but they should have.
They didn't obey faith.
Right.
That's what happened. They didn't obey. They rebelled.
Then when he told them not to go, then they wanted to go.
And they hearkened to the wrong voice. After 390 years, But see, we just only talking about 39 years. You'll say, well, maybe they didn't have enough time to learn. Poor folks, and so let's see how we fared after 390 years. That's 10 times the amount of time. See how we fared. Go to Isaiah, the first chapter of Isaiah. God had to send the prophets along and to check us out and see how well we done fared. See? And when you get to Isaiah 1, I read the second and third verse. So maybe we just didn't have enough time. So maybe after 390 years, see, that's 10 times the length. Maybe you don't learn something. No, we done got smarter. We done got wiser. We're going to do better. Let's see what's taking place. So what did the prophet tell me?
Hear heaven, listener, for Adonai is speaking. I raised and brought up children, but they rebelled against me.
Whoa! What did they do?
Rebelled against me.
He said, I raised them, I brought them up. 390 years later on, they're probably saying the same thing about the same folks. He said, I brought them up, I brought them all through them, gave them all this teaching and gave them all this instruction and all that. And what did they do? Read on.
An ox knows his owner.
An ox knows his owner.
And a donkey is master. Still, but Israel does not know my people. Okay, but Israel does not know. No, my people do not reflect. O sinful nation, a people weighed down by iniquity.
There you go.
Weighted down by iniquity.
So they have not learned after 390 years. How much time you want to give these folks? How much time you want to give these people? You say, well, 39 years wasn't long enough. So 390 years, 10 times the amount of time, and the prophet is still saying, God even get worse. God said that the beasts in the field that they talk about get better sense than you do. That's who you want me to. That's who you want me to count on. That's who you want me to follow through. A dog got better sense than that. Like I always said, when mother used to tell me that, they said, hey, you get a little stray dog come around, don't feed him. Don't feed him. Because if you feed a stray dog, he ain't crazy.
A long time.
He got some sense.
A long time too. You ain't got to feed him for months.
He said, this is home.
That's right. You can't get rid of that bad boy.
It take 2 or 3 months.
You take that dog off, and I remember we took the dog off, dropped him off somewhere, and we got rid of that dog. A couple of days later, that dog back again.
I know y'all didn't mean it, but y'all forgot it.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the truck.
Right. I know the accident y'all had, but I'm back. But he said, my people ain't got the sense of the animals. Now we call a donkey, we call him a mule, we call him dumb animals, right? But y'all said that they had better sense.
Yeah, they come to the house, but they get done.
Right. That's how much we done learned. That's how much we done progressed. After God then gave these words to Moshe, they know that God gave these words to Moshe. God proved it. They testified and said that we don't want to do it no more. We want you to go up and do that. I give him a little credit. I said, well, maybe 39 years wasn't long enough. Well, 390 years and still ain't enough? What kind of hope we got here? See? Well, maybe 390 years, but let's give them 800 years. Let's see what was said about them then. Let's go to Luke, the 13th chapter, and read the 34th verse. Over 800 years. See? And let's see. See, Luke 13:34.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Jerusalem, you kill the prophets. You stone those who are sent to you. How often I wanted to gather your children, just as a hen gathers her chicken under her wing, but you refuse. Look, God is abandoning your house to you. I tell you, you will not see me.
When Mashiach came, that's over 800 years of dealing and rebuilding as a little chick would do. A little baby chicken get better sense. Ain't that bad?
Mm-hmm.
At least a little chick knows that, hey, when that mama spread her wings open like that there, and she give her a sign and she give it thing, all them chicks come running and get under that wing.
Mm-hmm.
They do that. And let me tell you something, you better not mess with that. You better not mess with that chicken. You better not mess with that chicken. You talking about getting a fight on your hands? You talking about getting some trouble? The Mashiach said that we didn't have a sense. We didn't have enough knowledge. We didn't have enough faith in everything to do that was right as a chicken. At least a chicken know where to go to safety at. And know when it's time to come in.
Israel is still that way.
They were coming for your help.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't like it.
Not all of them.
See? He said, therefore your house is left unto you desolate. Y'all said, I'm tired of this. You ain't even worth to stay in here. I'm going to kick you all out.
Amen.
And that's exactly what happened to us.
Amen.
See? And that's what I'm talking about. We got these people hollering about the Khazari Jews come along and did all that. And that's what gets me aggravated. Get me. That really bothers me. I hate to hear y'all stuff. Took us out of land, took our land. No, they didn't.
Rebellion took your land.
Rebellion, that's
Took
right.
your land against your creator. That's right. That's what happened.
God said, you ain't worthy.
That's right. That's right.
I'm kicking you out. Therefore, your land and your house is left with you desolate. I'm making it desolate of you.
Amen.
I'm the one who put you out.
I got enough for you.
So we got to stop pushing that line. We got to stop promoting that line. So, oh, God.
Amen.
And guess what, too? We got this idea now that all of a sudden now, those Jews, but they read there and say that the synagogue of Satan, and they say, and now all of a sudden they're color. They're a certain color. Those are the synagogue of Satan. He said those Jews who say they are Jews and are not Jews. He said that we say that they are the white Jews. We don't put a color to them.
Oh, okay.
But do you know something? When the Mashiach was here, they the same one that say that the white Jews is not the one that the synagogue of Satan. Guess what? The Mashiach, when he was here, he said that he was talking to them. And he told them that you are of your father. And he said it was not God.
Woo.
They was hollering that they was Jews.
Yeah.
That stuff started a long time ago. They didn't wait no 1,500 years ago to come Khazari Jews come along and all that. And then they became the synagogue of Satan and say they're Jews and they are not. That happened way back under the Mashiach's time.
Like your devil. I mean,
That's right. They said, Abraham be our father, your father. And he was a liar from the beginning. So that stuff started way long time ago. They had. Then it just starts. See, if you don't go back and do your background check it, if you don't go back and do your other thing there, if you don't go back and do all your research and everything there, you jump up and get the wrong idea. All of a sudden now, only folks that can be them that say they're Jews or not, it's got to be white. You ask them right now, ask one of them, and they'll tell you they're white Jews.
Not so.
Because they believe what had been told them. But the Messiah told me way early that before there was any of them that come along with, they talk about everything there, that there was those of us exist. We was kicked out the land well before. There was no Kasara Jew that came over and kicked us out the land. But that's what they teach, that we would teach. See? Dear folks, we got to know what's going on here, because we'll fall for this thing there. Sounds good, but it ain't the truth. So after 800 years, when the Mashiach was here, see? Go to John 8. Go to John 8. And you're going to start reading, we're going to read 28 and 29th verse there, and see. So what we're talking about. All this time of studying, all this time of learning, all this time of educating, and they still.
29 and 30.
Yeah. 28.
So Yahshua said, when you lift up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am who I say I am.
See, they didn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't believe him. There weren't no Kasari Jews that didn't believe him.
Mm-hmm.
See? Yeah. According to them and all those things there, and the history and everything, them was brothers same color.
Mm-hmm.
They the one that didn't believe him.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to them. He wasn't talking to no. According to them, he wasn't talking to no white Jew.
Mm-hmm.
You see how we done got this color thing all mixed all up, and it just got us all messed all up and all messed up. According to them, their own self, the ones that talk all like that, they were black folks.
Yeah.
So what did he say to them black folks? What did he say to them black folks?
He said, Yahshua said, when you lift up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am who I say I am.
So they weren't believing. He said, how did we lift black guys? Lift him up.
On the tree.
How do they do it?
Give us the rappers.
We have
Mm-hmm.
no king but one.
Mm-hmm.
They turned him down.
Mm-hmm.
Say he not ours.
Yeah.
Lord have his blood. Oh Lord, oh man.
Why not just keep it on there?
Yeah, but it had included us in on.
Because they don't want to lose their power.
It had included us on.
Let it be
His
upon
blood be on us
children.
and
Yes.
be careful what you say.
Right.
Your words got the power.
Don't trickle down. They trickle down now.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
That trickle down.
See, we jump up and say we want something, we want this and all like that, but hey, and then we have to face it, hey, we find out it ain't like what we think it is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. We only got one king. Now, Pilate already said, this is the king of the Jews. And they said, no. We're going against that.
They wanted to change it.
Yeah, they wanted to change it. Yeah, we put the black on it. The Mashiach. But the Mashiach said, hoping that, hey, when they hang you up on the cross, when they hang me up there, when they lift me up, then they'll come to the realization. Not Israel. Not Israel. They still rebelled. Didn't hearken to his words. They've been on to Jerusalem now. Mounted all up in Jerusalem now. The Mashiach told them something now. When you see Jerusalem surrounded, he told them to do something they didn't like. See, faith. Faith don't always work in your favor. Like what you want to hear.
That's right. I gotta go back in my gym.
He said, when you see Jerusalem surrounded and everything and all that there, he said, that's the time to leave. That's right. Don't be hesitating. Don't be playing around and everything there. Get on out of Dodge. Get on out of there. Because something bad is to happen. They say, oh, that. And guess what? They made fun of them old Messianics. Then the folks that believed that he was the Messiah. Made fun of. Y'all leave it. Hey, I'll take your house. I'll take your land. But those that believe, those that move by faith, left. God gave them a 2-year period.
Amen.
Boy, the other dog, they was, see, 2-year period with everything, ain't nothing happened with them. As a matter of fact, the enemy done pulled back and gone.
Well, what was the name of that commander there that pulled back the first time?
Shahaka the one that caused them to pull back.
Okay.
Right.
Some strange reason they said.
Yeah, right. And God had all those things there, and so they had to go and take care of that there and all that. But then he come back.
They said Titus.
Yeah, Titus, right. He come back. And he set up this next time. And they still was all right. Show you how they still was all right. Because they had a supply, they had food and water supply lasted 2 years. But guess what happened? When he came back and everything, turmoil started developing among them. What this is coming back for? I believe maybe that them old Messianics did have something right, believing that Messiah. No, shut up. Don't bring our stuff up there. No. Next thing you know, they get to fight among themselves, wasted the water, wasted the food.
Well, you won't let nobody in and won't let nobody.
Oh, yeah, right. But they had them stored up in Jerusalem. That could have lasted for 10 years. They got to fight among themselves, wasted that food, scrounged all that stuff up there, and next thing you know, they was killing one another and eating their children. God was working. Then still ain't learned a lesson. See?
Benjamin said his people the one that stayed there.
Yeah. Benjamin said, testified, and said that his folks was from some of the folks that stayed there.
He told us that here.
Showed it.
Yeah, I remember.
Right.
Church.
I told him my folks were smart. They left out of it. Our folks were going left. Yeah.
His relatives was the one that stayed.
Yeah. They stayed there, made fun of
I kept that to myself.
No wonder maybe later on down out there, he started to have them call him the Messiah. He felt like he was the Mashiach. Maybe that grain of thing still followed him all the way. Everybody. Yeah. Because that grain of thought, that hatred thing falls right on down, and goes right on down from generation to generation. Stays alive. we need to understand those things here. But they, after 800 years, you know, they now, well, maybe, what about 2,800 years? Surely we done learned something by then. Surely we didn't know. Go to 1 Timothy, the 4th chapter, and read the first verse there. Then we're going to go to 2 Timothy. 1 Timothy 4:1. See, what is the hope of man? What man going to do? See, and how are we going to fare?
Okay. The Spirit expressly states, in the last days, some people will prophesy from the, will apostatize, yes, from the faith by paying attention to deceiving spirits.
There you go. That's talking way in the future now. Timothy was doing back in time of after, right shortly after the Mashiach and those things there and all that. And so he's prophesying ahead of time. Way on down in our time. That they ain't gonna stay in the truth. And what's gonna do it? They're not gonna operate by faith. They're gonna go by their own ideas.
That's right.
See?
Right.
God's word says this, and they're gonna come up with something else different. And people gonna listen to it. See? God said, "Hear else the Lord our God is one." Trinitarian come along and say, "No, it's three."
Yeah.
And the world, and they all ran after that. The world right now is believing that. Mankind still ain't ventured on. So he's talking about that long time out there, and we still rebellious against the word of Yah. Still won't follow it. Go to 2 Timothy, the 4th chapter, and you're going to read the 2nd through the 4th verse there in 2 Timothy. Those things there, Moshe will let them know right off the bat from the get-go. We either going to believe this or we don't believe. They come from someone else. They come from another source. And that is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, our forefathers. You think that had any sway on them? Didn't mean a thing. If it don't fit my situation, if it don't take care of what I want, hey, it's irrelevant. It don't make no.
Amen.
And if you don't fit into it and you don't fit properly into it, you just ain't gonna be used.
That's right.
He said, do all the chipping, do all the measuring, do all the cutting in the quarry. So when he comes there and get ready to fit in there, you take it in there, you get it in there, chipper, it slides in there. Don't do no nipping and tucking and no adjusting and all that there. Now on the temple site, there's some wisdom there, there's some knowledge in that God is teaching us and telling us. If you're gonna wait around, if you think you're gonna wait around till the time comes on and then you're gonna, hey, when the time comes, then I'll adjust to it, ain't gonna happen. If you ain't been adjusted in the quarry before that time, you ain't gonna be used.
You ain't gonna be fit. You ain't gonna be fit. That's exactly right.
You ain't gonna be used.
That's exactly right. Because every spot that is on the way.
We gotta get adjusted right now and do all things.
Amen. Amen.
That's what I was talking about earlier and stuff. How do you expect your children that? Well, the reason why I don't come out and do what I do, because my children, they in there. How do you expect them to do if you don't give them a chance to do those things?
Train them up.
See? They got a learning curve. They got They ain't gonna never do it to staying home and everything. You know you ain't gonna teach them how to do it. And even if you even told them that, they got to come and get that experience. We did. We didn't kill us. And they taught us. Everybody in that place taught us.
Amen.
They had them deacons and stuff down. They'll lay hands on you, buddy. Y'all hear me? They'll lay hands on you. And you be hoping that they don't tell your parents about it. Yeah. I mean, I'm serious. We'd always sit back and we don't want to sit with our parents now. And you know something? They didn't make you go up and sit with your parents. I just thought about that, no, we tried different stuff, we tell them about this about your parents and all that. They didn't tell us to do that. We said for every one of that and all that stuff. And hey, but they had that, they had that Ursula sitting back there. He'll come up there and tap you on the shoulder. He'll tap you by the shoulder. He might give you one warning. Cut all that stuff out. In the house of God, you cut all that. That's it. Next thing, well, we had that in little spitballs and little passing little this. That's why I see our kids doing that kind of stuff. I laugh at it. It is funny to me because, hey, I used to do that same stuff. Until I get that tap on the shoulder. And found out that wasn't the right thing to be doing.
That one gets a small tap.
And they'll tell you, cut that out, I'm going to take you outside.
Yeah, I remember that was the grace, that was the warning. And if I have to come back up there again, we're going on outside. Come back up there again, you can watch your guy, but get that brace, that brace have on you, man. On out there, where you out? Yeah, whoop you. You come back in, you better dry it up too. Our kids, so we come back in there, they come in, we want the parent to get attention, so we see what had happened. Boy, we didn't want that.
You don't know, come back in there, because you're going to be embarrassed. You
Yeah,
know what out there, you got to whoop.
I come back in, they would have to tell me to drive there because I didn't want nobody to see me crying.
That's what I say, when you come back in, you don't be doing that then.
Yeah.
Because everybody know you know what I did.
I know they're gonna do that, so I'm not gonna say it. I'm not doing that.
That's right. And then when your parents find out about it and everything else, oh man, they turn back and give that look. That look was we're gonna talk about this when we get home.
I gotta go home to people. You didn't embarrass me in church.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I ain't gonna hear that.
Yeah.
I know that's gonna be bad.
That's gonna be bad. No. And if you act up too much out there, if she got to get out there, you gonna get it right there. You ain't gonna wait till you get home. Right. You're right.
You're going to be out there in treatment, Jonathan. Don't tell mom.
Yeah.
Please don't tell my mom.
Yeah.
I'll give you some grace. Next time, I'm gonna let Leona know what y'all been doing. Please don't tell.
But y'all work with us and try to do those things, and therefore finally say, hey, your house is left for me. I just can't trust you no more. I'm kicking you out, until you learn a lesson until you come and understand and come with a humble attitude.
Yes, yes, yes.
Come on ready to
Yes.
listen and hearken what I'm saying.
Humble enough.
To show you how bad it was in closing for the day, another incident that Moshe tells about. God told them, go on up there, take the land. They wouldn't do it right at this rebellious time now. Then they changed their mind. They changed their mind.
We're gonna make it all good now.
Yeah. Sir, we was bad. We was, after Moshe done chewed them out and everything now. And they said, we was bad. Moshe was right. We was bad. No. We should have gone on and did what he said.
Let's go
I tell you what, let's go on up there. They come to Moshe and boy, they were just as happy. Moshe, guess what? You was right. We're gonna go on up and take the land and everything. Now, hey, we're gonna. Moshe shaking his head.
All right,
Yeah. They thought they were gonna change your mind from wandering in the wilderness for 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah, after that verse report on it, right.
Y'all go ahead, but y'all ain't with y'all.
I ain't going either.
At least you were wandering in the wilderness for 40 years, but now you gonna die.
That was my plan A, but I don't move on to plan B.
Y'all go ahead, but I ain't going with you.
That's it. Moshe warned them. Faith once again come. Moshe said, don't go up. If you do, you're on your own. Told the priest, don't take the ark of it.
Yeah, the heart stay there.
Yeah.
They should know better when they the heart stay there.
Don't take the rock over there, boy, gonna lose everything.
Yeah, they should have felt naked without that on.
They went on up anyway. Got to put down some fears. See? Dear folks, we got to do what God has still yet unfaithful. Will not follow. Will not go along what he wants. See? How we got to get our act together, dear folks. God has a picture. And you going to fit in this picture or not?
Amen.
See?
Amen.
And that picture, see, is to make Yahusha lie in you.
Praise.
Or praise in the area.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. True.
And whoever God chooses to do that and bring back that ain't none of your business.
Hallelujah.
Yet still, we still don't want to go back.
That's right.
We still don't want to fight. All these things are because of the point that we are rebellious. We don't want nobody to tell us what to do. And especially if it's not according to what we think it ought to be. If we have learned some things and all that, God will not bring this world to an end.
That's right.
Now, when I say we, notice what I'm talking about. I'm talking about mankind as a whole now.
Humanity.
Although mankind, God has allowed them to bring up certain things and bring up certain technology and bring up, that's all part of letting us understand what God has in store, good things that God has in store for us. But he still got his.
Hallelujah.
And we got people that will not do what he say do. Okay? We got our same folks that are taught those things and are taught about the Sabbath and everything there. Still break the Sabbath. They'll take one thing, one aspect of it, tear up the Sabbath another way. God said don't do no cooking and don't do none of that. They cook whatever they want and they brag about it, do all those stuff there on God's Shabbat. But they say, I ain't gonna go to work on that. I ain't gonna work on that day. But if you mess up all the other stuff and everything there, what good is that? You negated that one best thing. You can't go out there and working on people's cars and doing all that stuff there on this day there. And then can't do that. And we found out that our people is not trustworthy. They will not obey. Our people is worse than children. See, worse than children. You know you can't trust children. They don't leave them at the house there and say, hey, don't y'all tear up nothing in the house. Y'all make sure y'all keep the house all right. You just done messed all up. You come back, you know you got a job. They're children. Look, in closing for today, if only we would obey Yah's word. This is what Moshe was saying long time ago to our people. Over 3,000 years ago, he was saying this to our people. Not my words, but believe Yah's words. Yeah, but we don't know if it's your words or not. We think it's your words, you know, not Yah's words. That's your idea. No. So God said, okay, bring him on down into the mountain, and I'm gonna do something to him that nobody else can ever say. No other people can say that. No other religious group that I ever know of can make that statement, have made that statement. That as a whole group, they heard their God talk. It's always the priest said it, or the priest heard it, or something like that. Right. But only Israel make that claim among all the religions. Notice what I'm saying? As a whole group of people, there's only one that I know of can make that statement that we heard the voice of our God. That's right. All of us. Yeah. Not just, now there are other religions and all of them. The one guy, the guy, that you deal with, say that I heard his voice and all that. But as a whole, not like this here. Instead of them being happy and learning from that and living by faith, they got scared and didn't want to hear it no more.
Well, it's kind of hard to believe that too, because when you read the Bible, every major event that happened in the Bible happened to Israel.
Of course,
nobody else.
But they have their own scriptures too. They have their own scriptures too, Of course. So naturally it's going to be on our favor. But I'm saying among all the readings that I know of, that's the only one that I've seen where their God actually talked to them, a whole group of people, not just one man, 1 or 2 men. Now, there are many of them say 1 or 2 men he talked to them. Their gods talked to them, but not as a whole. I haven't seen that yet. So, but if we would only obey Yah's words and move in a timely way, we can't take our time and do whatever we want to and all that, because God might move on. See? I might move on. So I have no ideas. See? God is not locked in. We're the one that's locked in, not him. He can change his mind if he wants to. Guess what? He said God repented that he had made man. He said the end of all mankind had come before me. I'm gonna get rid of them all. But God repented of that. Yeah. And it took one man, one family. Otherwise, mankind would have been in big time trouble. So y'all changed his mind. Moshe changed his mind about Israel. Right? Yeah. God told Moshe, you come here. I'm going to get rid of all of them. and I'll start all over with you. That my word might be, that's the way our God is. That his word might be true. About some things, but you better be in faith with it. Then you better be in faith with it. I'm gonna get them. They usually tell us, the devil gonna get you. That's what you usually tell us. If you don't be good, you don't do it right, everything, the devil gonna get you. Dear folks, I had to modify that after I started reading the scriptures. I had to modify that. I believe that for a while, but I'm getting more proud, more scared to the devil. Didn't y'all? See? No, we better be worried about y'all getting us. So, y'all will protect and take care of our enemies in the due time. That's if we remain faithful. Matter of fact, in closing for today, God told Jerusalem, if you would keep my Sabbath and do what I told you to do, this city would never fall into the hands of the enemy. You would always have a man.
Right.
They didn't do it. Therefore, he said, it took some years. When he first said this, versus when he came, your house, you ain't worthy to stay here. Therefore, I'm kicking you out. Therefore, let's don't get kicked out of God's kingdom. See, let's get adapted to it right now. And we do it by faith. See? That it might be well with us. This is our Parashah for this week here. We trust that y'all will bless you and to keep you on that end there. And go forth and let's be a diligent different. Let's prove otherwise. And thank goodness that God have a remnant that is going to do just that. A remnant. But the biggest majority of the folks of mankind will be lost. And we can see it now. When they ask the question, they ask Mashiach about it, how many will be saved? What was his answer? Few. Few will not be obedient. We listen to the wrong voice and we be rebellious. All right. As our oath is, how should we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget the Jerusalem, let my right hand forget our time. If I not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem, above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. All right, shalom for now. Now turn the hands of our Shema to close out the service for today.